All right, everyone, and welcome to the midweek market wrap-up with myself, Michael Nauss, chartered market technician and quantitative trader. What we do is we sit down every Wednesday, go through a whole bunch of charts. I try to find out what happened this week, try to figure out what's going to happen into the end of the week, all culminating with a live stream that I do Sunday at 7 Eastern, if you're interested in that. If you're interested in any of the softwares you see me use today or anything like that, the link is in the description below. Will take you to my website. There's an email sign-up list that I only email when I put a new video or when I'm going to go live. And that's it. Let's just get into the charts now. Okay, just push me over to, let's say right there. So starting with Bitcoin, like we always do, we were talking about this bear flag for what seemed like months, might have actually been months. Finally broke down. I did get triggered in a little bit of a short position here, and now we're just chopping around here, right? So here's the note. Again, part of Stats Edge Trading Pro on top of the trading room and access to all of my scans and live Q&As and all that kind of stuff is access to all of these screenshots that I take each and every night, and I just upload them with commentary. So when you see these little notes, that's just what those are. And tiny bear flag after a big bear flag, right? So are we getting a small bear flag after this massive one, and that's going to continue lower, or are we going to dig in and start to push higher, which would make this a lower high? But for me right now, I'm short Bitcoin. If we kind of get back up to my entry point, it's going to get out. I'm far enough away from that now, and I may add on a breakdown here, but nothing bullish looking right now in Bitcoin for me anyway. The dollar, so UUP is a ETF that tracks a dollar versus a whole bunch of different currencies. Very pivotal to the market, as you can, if you kind of take this and flip it, you can see Bitcoin happening here. But we've come all the way up and we're testing this high right here. So just going to watch, still sit back, but this is kind of what's important to me right now when it comes to FX and the overall market is what's going to happen with the dollar here. Are we going to chop around for a bit and then just push right through? That, in my opinion, would be bearish for stocks, bearish for Bitcoin. If we're going to start to pull back again and make this a double top, or even push up and fail and make it kind of a double top, then that might be the opposite. We might get a bounce in stocks, bounce in Bitcoin, and bounce in anything denoted in the dollar. From the FX world, the only thing I'm looking at here is Aussie Yen. Right? They say the bottom is an event, right? So generally speaking, when you get a bottom, it's just like a V bottom, and the top is a process, and it kind of looks like this process might be going on. However, this might just be one overall bull flag. If we break out higher, that will kind of negate the thesis I have on the go right here. In the overall market, you can see I have a little sleepy ZZZ going on here. We are right back to this breakout level, and we've just been chopping sideways for the last 2 days. So I need to see a movement one way or the other to get excited. Until then, we're just kind of chopping sideways on the market. Going into the individual ETFs, ARC, which I use as my junk stock kind of indicator, you can see a bear flag look, right? Sells off, bear flag, sells off, bear flag, sells off. Could just be another bear flag going on here. Maybe we bounce up a little higher and then roll over, but again, there's nothing bullish that I see here about your junk stocks. However, if you run an anchored VWAP from this high right here and this high right here on oil, they both kind of converge at this spot. We've bounced off this support area on oil. If we break through that, that could be some pressure to maybe try to challenge this high. So watch your oil names, things like that. Into some individual names that I'm watching. This RDRX broke out here today. I did buy some, for just full disclosure. I'll always tell you if I'm in something. Just looks nice over this prior high. Could be kind of the next leg higher. VUZI. I had some of this before in the 7s and kind of scaled out as we ran up. Now we're right back into that breakout area. So I'm going to see if we start to bounce off this, I'll look to buy more. Last but not least, CALX. We have a cup going on right here and maybe a little handle. So if this breaks up higher, I am interested in this name as well. So as always, thanks for stopping by. If you're interested in this kind of content, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, all of that. Come hang out at my website, statsedgetrading.com. I will see you there. And until I talk to you next time, trade safe, guys.